A very good morning to the handful of people that's actually watching this. Yeah, so lots of things happened last night. School kept on moving because they managed to hook just the right amount of wind, and they've really increased their lead. If you look at the tracks, there we go. Dusky got stuck out there in a gyre of a current or something, I don't know. But school just kept going. They were having I think the average was above 6 since they left Durban. They've averaged above 6, which is very good. It's probably also the fastest boat, but even on handicap, they're still number 1. And right now they're doing 13.7 knots. Wow. The wind at the moment, it already swung around about it just after first light. It started picking up, and now I think they are probably in a region where, let's see, Coffee Bay, the wind's probably doing a 25 knots over there. There it says 10 knots. Looking at another forecast model. Where's Coffee Bay? Coffee Bay, Port St. John's, Port Edward. Let me zoom out a bit. Okay, here's East London. Here's Port Shepstone. East London, so Port Shepstone should be here somewhere. So those guys are sitting in this area, and it says 20 knots, 25 knots even. So there's even 30. Yeah, no, that's a bit too far out. In any case, these guys are really, they are experiencing good wind, and I think the rear end guys like Izimoya don't yet have that strong northeaster, even though it's not weak. Like 30 minutes ago it was still blowing about 10 to 12 knots, and I see it's already up to 17 based on this forecast. Yeah, so see what's going on. How are the other guys doing? Let's look at the leaderboard. Overall, see Yeskel has averaged 6.7 knots. That is incredible. And unfortunately Schizo and Rocket, who had to turn back, have low averages, but if you look at what they are doing now, they are most probably going quite fast. All Mount K Ram doing almost 10 knots, 9, 8. Yeah, Schizo is also doing 8.5, so it's pretty fast. Rocket, and yeah, Rocket is a real rocket because they managed to catch up. And I see Dusky has moved down to 11th overall. If Izimoya hurries up, they can maybe beat Dusky. It's strange to think that, but the distance they have to travel from here to Port Elizabeth is quite far. 322 nautical miles. and these guys have 342, so they've got 20 nautical miles less to travel than Izimoya. But I think it's going to get pretty uncomfortable out here with that wind and the swell. There's still some residual swell from yesterday's wind that's arriving, so it's going to be wind from the back but big swell from the front. So I'm not sure how the guys are going to negotiate that. And also, if they come in too much, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what they do. I think it's uncomfortable on the open sea at the moment, but yeah, let's see what Jeskel is going to do. I'll check up on the guys again in the next, after another 12 hours or so, and at the rate these guys are going, they should arrive in PE tomorrow morning sometime. They may, if they are able to actually reach East London before the wind turns, yeah, they might as well just be able to run all the way. I don't know. Let's see what the wind's looking like for the next few hours. I think most of the day it's gonna stay northeast, quite strong northeast. Yeah, it's actually increasing. See there by St. Francis and Port Elizabeth, it's already starting to push again with the southwest. So in the early morning hours, I wonder if Jeskel will be past East London. They may be in this area over here by then. So by the time the wind turns against them, I reckon they'll be down here somewhere. And if they go a little bit further out, it's still northwest, and then they just turn, and then they can almost go into Port Elizabeth on a beam reach. Yeah, it looks easy in theory. I'm not sure what electronics the guys have on board and what they use to predict, if they download grab files and compare and whatever. But yeah, I think Jeskel is going to be able to slide through that and get into PE before this heavy southwester hits, and then that's going to mess up the rest of the fleet. The guys are they're going to beat. It's going to be a tough finish. Even though this wind isn't too strong. Yeah, well, there it's 20 knots tomorrow evening. Yeah, and then that goes on for a full day, and then the wind dies. And then only by Tuesday evening the wind turns back again. Yeah, so yeah, I hope the guys are keeping high spirits and thinking about all of them out there on the water. I know it's going to get uncomfortable, but at least today they've got a day of running where they can feel that they're actually making way and not just beating into the wind. Over and out.